Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. This video is all about focusing on the future you, taking care of the future you. Now I'll get into that in just a second, but after the video, if you like it, please hit like, that would be awesome. If you want to subscribe to the channel and get more videos like this, you can do that right now. That would be great as well. And you can also join this channel as a member. It's $1 a month and it actually goes to all the giveaways we do. And we have some big exciting stuff for the channel for members only. So you're going to want to get in on that. Also, if you want to hit Instagram and Twitter and follow me there, the links are in the description of all my videos, including this one, and I will follow you back because I love hearing what you have to say. That's where we get all the information. So let's get into this right now. I want to talk about focusing on the future you. So who is the future you? Well, in short, it's you, right? It's you at some point in time from now. It could be 1 minute from now. It could be 5 minutes from now. It could be an hour, 2 days, 5 years. Now, this is the person that you have to take care of, everybody. I know that everybody's thinking in the moment, and most people get caught up in that, and I do that as well. But you have to take care of this person that's coming down the line. That's the future you. And this is specifically talking about Veve, but also in life in general. I always try to look forward now to my future self and what that person's going to be. And I always want that person to thank me now in the past for what I'm doing now. So while others are focused on today, and they're focused on these moments right now, this moment, and they're only thinking just this far, I want you to look way ahead and look at your future self. Now, let's talk about it a little bit. If you could talk to your future self, right? And you kind of can just by thinking, what would you ask your future self? Like, what would your future self want from you today, right? What would they say to you right now to do? This is the kind of thinking that will help you along, making decisions in Veve, making other decisions as well. If you actually think about what your future self would say to you, where would they point you? What would they tell you? What would yourself go, like, this is what you should have done. This is what you could have done. And it could be like positive for Veve. It could be negative for Veve. It could be whatever. This is your choice. This isn't me telling you. My future self is telling me some things and I'm listening to my future self right now. Now, that person, we can't predict the future, of course. So, maybe, it could be wrong. I have no idea, but I do know that my future self is going to thank me because no matter what decisions I'm making today, whether they work out positively or they don't work out as well as I had hoped, my future self knows that I'm still making those decisions on their behalf. I'm not just thinking very narrowly here, right? And so that's what I do. I ask my future self, what do you want me to do right now in this particular app? And this is not financial advice or anything like that. This is just coming from a collector's point of view, right? So that's kind of the gist of that part, right? So now we get to looking at your past self. Now, this is kind of difficult right here. Looking at your past self, right? Now, the decisions you've made in the past affect your present day you, okay? So you right now, this is really quite funny if you just wrap your mind around what I'm talking about. You right now are the future you from before, okay? So somebody in the past, you in the past 6 months ago, was looking ahead, making decisions, doing things, and you're the future you of that person, right? It's really kind of funny. Do you follow me what I'm saying? So what your past self, right, should have done. Like if I'm future me right now of the person who joined the app in October, Aaron, MyCollectables, who joined the app in October, I'm the future person of that. And I know what I would tell that MyCollectables back in October. I would say stack up the grails, go after the Todds, all the stuff I could, right? I would definitely tell that person to do that, right? And so, like that person in the past, made decisions. I'm super happy with everything they did because they were thinking about me now, and I think I'm pretty well set up. But have you done that, right? Does your past person think about where you're sitting at today, and if they set you up all right, even if the choices they made weren't the greatest, were they thinking about you, right? So if you ask that person in the past right now, if you ask yourself in the past, if you would actually were you thinking about me? Were you thinking about me today on this moment when you made that choice way back when? If you can answer yes to that, then that's totally great. If you can't answer yes to that, if you know that your past self was not thinking about you right now, then this is your opportunity to help yourself in the future. Do you follow what I'm saying right here? I know it's a little funny, but let's get into it, right? These are the videos that I've been making over the last while, just a few of them. They're all about future thinking. So if you watch my channel, you'll know that I'm always looking way ahead. I'm always trying to help that person in the future that I'm going to become. I'm always trying to set that person up, as best I can, and even if I don't set them up perfectly because maybe things change, you don't know the future, what's going to happen with our Veve stuff, totally, right? So even if some of the choices I make don't work out perfectly, at least I can live with myself at that point because I know that I was thinking ahead. So look at my last one, thinking long term, zoom out and you'll see the real picture. That's a video I made. You can watch that one. You can watch any of these. They're all on my channel. You can just go find them by looking at the cover, right? This one right here, play the long game. I made that even a little while earlier than that for sure. And then focusing on the past or the future. Like you can see a theme with the videos on my channel and what I'm doing. I'm thinking way ahead. I'm trying to set myself up, all right? So check this out right here. This is just a fun one. So when I did this Superman video, a couple months ago, I said, get Superman now because he's going to be going up and all that. And we know all of this stuff has happened. So that particular version of MyCollectables was looking ahead until now. And I'm up 44% since then. Thank you very much, past MyCollectables, for making that really good choice. Now, I don't know where this is going to go in the future, so I'm thinking now about 6 months from now, where is the MyCollectables person going to be? What is my future self going to want 6 months from now? Well, we'll see. But this was a version of me from the past, that was thinking ahead, and I really want to thank them at this moment because I'm up 44%. I was up even higher, so maybe there was one person, there was a past me that was kind of in the middle that I could have sold it way higher and then maybe bought a couple, so, right? But I'm still up, so I'm still good, but I was still thinking ahead, right? So let's get on to this one right here. There are other people in the app right now that are thinking way ahead, everybody. Now, this is crazy. So I'm one of these people. I'm trying to think way ahead, but I have, certain amount of resources, just like we all do. We all have different resources. But look, I've been stacking up, Amazing Spider-Man 101, and I'm not saying you should, but this is what I've been doing because of the price level. I have 45 uncommons right now. I feel like I'm doing fantastic, setting myself up for the future, looking forward to my future self, and my future self's gonna go, thank you so much, MyCollectables, for giving me these 45 or more of these comics because now, they're sitting really, really well. But there are other people, okay, who are making these big market moves, and I made a video a little while ago about it, all right? I made a video about people who are sweeping stuff up off the floor. They're thinking of their future selves big time right now. And I thought I was doing well with 45, but this is just a little sample. I'm not going to tell you who the person is, but this is a person right here. If I zoom in a little bit right here, this person's got 83, okay, 83 of that uncommon. This person has 48 of the ultra rares, all right? This person has, right here, 202 of the commons, and lo and behold, 42 of the secret rares. All right, so this is a person who is in the market, who is sweeping everything up at these low prices, setting up their future self. Their future self is going to be so happy with what they're doing right now. Guaranteed, right? So anyway, I just wanted to show you that as an example of what's going on. Big market moves. I made that video a while ago. It still applies to today, I feel, because people are doing this, right? While people are selling cheap. So like I said, you don't have to just plan for your future self just on Veve. You can go to OpenSea and look at NFTs there if you want. HRO is really starting to pick up. That's a fantastic place where you can look. Recur is another one that's doing well. The digital space is growing, everybody. And I guarantee your future self is going to be really thanking you for looking into all of these types of, platforms, including Veve, diversifying yourself, checking things out. But you remember, my whole point is you got to think ahead, right? You got to think way ahead. So this is me right here. This is the future me. I got him right there. See, I'm looking out for you. Your future you will thank you. Right? You know what I'm saying? This is a future me. So I know when I'm looking ahead at future MyCollectables. I'm looking out for you right now. So future MyCollectables, I'm going to talk to you right now. You're watching this video at some point in the future, all right? So right now, this is April 6th, 2022. So hopefully, future My Collectables, I set you up right. Hopefully, things worked out the way that I hoped they would. But just remember, I'm thinking about you right now, future My Collectables. I'm trying to set you up. I'm trying to get you everything you can to be successful in the future, right? And I hope that everybody else watching this video is going to do the same thing for themselves. I hope you liked the video. Please click like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Please comment down below. That's really what I want you to do. I want you to talk about, your future self. I want you to talk about if, what you're doing. Do you think this is a good strategy? I mean, it kind of sounds like a bit of a no-brainer, but I hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in the future, My Collectables me. All right, happy collecting.